All right, baby. We're live. Welcome in. Welcome to the Sunday Night Live show. We got a new series going on right now. So shout out to those who are joining in. Shout out to those who are new subscribers. We have a value-packed and entertaining night tonight as we're going to be reviewing 3 topics. The first topic we're going to review is why are Americans' bank accounts emptying? Like, these stories are actually crazy, and it's not what you actually think is going on. We talk a lot about overconsumption on this channel, but some people are just finding themselves in very bad, unfortunate situations financially. The next topic we're going to talk about is Costco raising their prices, and one of the last topics we're going to discover is people living in their cars in America, which is really crazy because we all know rent isn't cheap, it isn't what it used to be. So we're going to go ahead and review those videos. But yeah, let me know if you guys, well, actually, we got the chat up. So if you guys want to be part of this conversation, be a part of the live, then when you chat, I will see your comments in the chat and I can have them pop up on my screen, which is pretty cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into topic number 1, which is savings accounts for Americans. All right, let's go.
I'm 29 years old. I've been living back at home for 3.5 years now, and I still have no savings. I've been through 3 different jobs, a job as a server, another job as a server, and now I'm working a full-time role at a mental health facility. I still don't have a savings. I'm literally paying the bare minimum for things, buying my groceries, getting gas, and paying off my student loans slowly but surely, paying off any credit card debt. I still don't have a savings. And I wonder, will I ever get there? Will I ever achieve a huge savings account? Will I ever achieve an emergency fund and have different accounts for different things? I honestly don't think so. And I fear, like, what if I'm stuck here because I'm trying so damn hard to build a savings and to just save money instead of actually just going out there and fucking living? And I know we need money to live. I know we need a good chunk of money to go after certain things. I want to move to Italy. I want to move to Europe. I know I need money for that. But I also, like, don't want to put living now on pause to try and save money for that, because I feel guilty about doing things now, because that's gonna put me back on, like, making my entire dream and goal of moving to Italy come true, because that's money wasted. But it's not money wasted because I'm still creating memories. We prioritize building a savings. People prioritize a retirement fund. People prioritize working every day, going to work, climbing.
Bottom line is people prioritize what they want to prioritize. That's just it. If you want to focus on the now, then you're going to end up spending more money on the now, and you're going to suffer in the future because you didn't budget. The fact that she's 29 years old, I think she said she's working 3 jobs, or she's had 3 jobs, and she doesn't have anything in savings, goes to speak for where her focus is at. When you're focused on the future, like she said, moving to Italy, then if you really want to move to Italy and be financially secure, then you're going to do something called sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice. If you want a savings, you have to pull away when the times are good and when the times are bad. You heard me right. When the times are good and when the times are bad. Most people are going to tell you build a savings account for a rainy day. I say bump that. I say every dollar you make, you pull a certain percentage, you put it into an account for your savings no matter what. And of course, you're going to pull from your savings if you run into an emergency, but why stop when you feel like you don't have enough? This is the problem with people who feel like they don't make enough money. Oh, my job doesn't pay me enough. The bills are too high. I don't get paid enough to have a savings. No, your living expenses are too high. You need to learn how to make more money or be more valuable in your career. Therefore, you can make more money and still have the same discipline to pull out the money that you're making, whether it's a little bit or a lot, and put it to the side. It ain't sweet building a savings, bro. Like, it's just not sweet. I started off pulling single dollars, $5 here, $10 here, $15 here, $20 here. I'm like, man, this sucks. You know, a combo at Wendy's costs more than what's in my savings account at the moment. But you know what that turned into real quick? In less than 6 months, it turned to over $3,000 because of something called sacrifice. You can't make it sound sexy because it's the truth.
It's like after the month of August, you can't save money. Every month, it's something. Every weekend, it's something. Hella people birthdays, hella concerts, HBCU homecomings, always an event, fucking baby showers, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. Shit don't slow down till like end of February for real. You just cannot save no bread. Every time you're like, all right, I'ma chill, something you want to fucking do is happening now.
Here we go again. Who even said you had to attend those things? A birthday party? Bruh, believe me, you can tell someone happy birthday and really care about them and let them know, hey, things are a little tight right now. And if they're a true friend, if they really care about you and they're not selfish, then they'll come from an understanding position. We all go through hard times. You're not obligated to go to a HBCU homecoming. And shout out to HBCUs. I went to a HBCU. It's the biggest waste of time unless you're networking. Most of the time, people ain't networking. They just go ahead and seeing the people they went to school with just to have some type of fashion show about where they are in life financially. You gonna hate me for saying it if you went to a HBCU, but that's the truth. I went to 2 after leaving college. Bruh, it's nothing but a fashion show. The people that you actually network with, you still have connections with. I don't need to go to a HBCU where people are smoking weed, drinking. Like, bruh, I'm good, bruh. I don't need to see nobody's step. I'm good. The people I'm cool with for a reason. We have to stop having the mindset of, I gotta do it. Because the truth is, you don't. Who said you had to? Is someone holding a gun to your head telling you you got to attend these things that cost you money?
So if anybody is thinking about using Found Bank as an entrepreneur, a small business owner, I got hacked early Saturday morning and it was clearly fraudulent activity. It drained both of my business bank accounts. So I literally had no money in my accounts overnight. When I tried to contact Found customer support, there's no phone support available. I had to use a chat bot, which then directed me to send an email. So I didn't even get a response from Found until Monday. Mind you, during this time, I have no funds in my business accounts. So I'm just like getting payments that are being rejected as this is happening. And I'm only able to communicate with them via email, no phone support. So I'm just responding to emails and then waiting. And today they responded and they said that there was no error found. So not only did my accounts get drained overnight, they are now saying that there was no error. So they are not going to compensate me for the stolen funds. And my accounts are now frozen. And there's been no instruction given for when they're going to be unfrozen or not. So the money that just went into there, I still do not have access to. So yeah, I am fucking stressed, but I wanted to share with y'all because as a small business owner, you need a bank that is going to be secure and stable and supportive. And Found Bank has been the complete opposite of that. This has been an absolute.
She's speaking facts right now. I hope y'all are listening because she's dropping so many gold nuggets right now. Biggest thing that I'm learning, and I've already had an experience with like what she's going through. No, money wasn't like, I wasn't in any type of fraud, anything. It was more so of recognizing that not everybody accepts these little apps that you download that you put your money into. I know they call themselves a bank. I know they're partnered by a third party bank somewhere, but some businesses like Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay, and I say this because I used to be an online fitness coach and I used to have payment plans for clients, and I would have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 fitness coaching packages. And when someone wanted to have a payment plan, they would use their bank account. And some people would use apps like Chime or whatever. I think she called it Fueled or something like that. But nevertheless, it's just one of these apps that you can just download real quick on your phone, and you can have a debit card, you can have a bank account, you can have, a business bank account. They make it sound all good and dandy, but they don't have the support behind it to help you make sure your account is good. Like, The only bank that I have now that's that's on an app is Cash App, and that's only because that's where I have my fun money. The money where I blow it, I don't care how I spend it, and that's only 10% of what I earn in total. So don't put your money in these bank apps that claim they, we have this benefit, we'll give you a bonus. I'm good. Even SoFi is pretty tough. I made a lot of money with SoFi, especially with their affiliate program years ago. But I don't put no money in SoFi, bruh. I've never walked into SoFi. I'm good. And like, I need a brick and mortar. I need to talk to a real person. She's talking to a whole chat bot and talking to someone through email. She don't even know if they're in the same country, bro. That's crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you have a bank that just exists on your phone? And if so, why? I'm just curious. We all have our own reasons, but let me know in the comment section down below.
My husband just wiped out our joint bank account.
I don't even know how I didn't get a notification from Bank of America, because I usually do. But there is a cash withdrawal that he did at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is how much he fucking took from our joint account. He took $15,000 cash. And I wouldn't have even known anything about it because I didn't get a notification. I went and logged into the bank because I was gonna transfer money to my account because I had to go shopping at Walmart for groceries. And I noticed that there was a zero balance. And this is how much he took out from our joint account. It's 9 o'clock at night. He still isn't home. I just called him. It went straight to voicemail. So I don't know what's going on. At this point, I think he's honestly leaving me. I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't. Please. He left me with no money. Me and my kids.
That's real tough. Definitely prayers up for her and hope that her situation turns around for the better. But this is a situation where somebody has their bank account emptied from their partner. And I wasn't really even expecting her to say that, honestly. Like, your husband, the person that you chose to spend the rest of your life with, the person that you chose to build your future with, the person that you chose to have kids with. It's crazy, man. It makes me reflect back and just wonder, like, how do people choose their partners? Well, I'm not necessarily blaming her, but I am, I would like to ask, like, did you see any red flags? Did he have a past relationship with someone else? And how did money go with him growing up? Was he coming from poverty? Or, like, not to say that just because you come somewhere is because you act like something, but I believe there are red flags that we can tell in almost any relationship that we have with anybody, and be able to tell and pick up some context clues or something. Something's missing here. Something's missing here. I'm going to leave her account in the description down below, as well as the other content creators as well. So you can go ahead and follow their stories if you like on their social media pages. And I got all these videos from TikTok, by the way, but let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think is happening right here? Like, she's going through something tough right now. She's taking care of little ones. Like, bro, I don't know how some people can do certain things with their kids, bro. Like, leave them out like their mother without money, bro. Like, as a man, you chose her too. You know that, right? Like, you chose to and then have kids. And it's like, that's what you're gonna do? Unless there was some crazy situation. But let me know, have you ever heard of anything similar like this? And what happened? What do you think is going on? Let me know in the comment section down below.
It's borderline impossible to save money. Like, especially if you're already, like, sacrificing, like, not going out as much, not doing this, and that. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to save money and not eating, not getting gas for my car, not getting tissue paper, paper towels for my apartment? Like, where am I supposed to save the money at? Like, really, you just need to make more money, which is, like, also a hard thing. Like, now you gotta think, okay, what can I possibly do to make some more money? And then 9 times out of 10, before you make some money, you're gonna have to invest some money so that you can start making some more money. And it's like, dang, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, honestly, what am I supposed to do? Like, saving money is borderline impossible. Oh yeah, and then you gotta eat. Like, what am I supposed to do? Not eat? Like, yeah, you can cook it.
Bro, you can eat, but where you eating at? You know what I'm saying? You going out to fast food? You going out to sit down restaurants? Or are you cooking a home cooked meal? There were times where I was in a financial crunch, not even too long ago, like 2 years ago, right? And I decided to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and protein shakes from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree was the store for me. Look, when you building your life, again, sacrifices. The fact that she even said, like, how are we supposed to save money? Like, first you need to invest money to make money. That's not always the case. For example, I create content. I have my laptop for 5 years. I got my iPhone for 2 years. I'm making money with social media. Does it cost me money? No. I mean, maybe the internet bill, but that's about all, you know? But on the other note, it's like, yo, you can put money into a high yield savings account, save money, and that high yield savings account pays you out every month because it's a high yield savings account. If you don't know what that is, it basically means if you put in $1,000 and you leave that $1,000 for the whole year into your savings account, then let's just say that savings account has a 3% APY, which means you're earning 3% of what's in that savings account. And 3% of 1,000 is what, $30? Right? 1,000 times 3%. Yo, oh, yep. I forgot a zero. $30. There we go. Had to double check my math. $30, man. No, that's not a lot of money per year, but that's over $2 per month, and that's only $1,000 per year. How much money could you actually save if you did start saving in a high yield savings account? So it doesn't always take money to make money. Most people believe that lie because they think they know how the wealthy think, but little do people know they don't know how wealthy people think because they don't even invest into themselves in order to be around wealthy people. Wealthy people create value as well. They create value so they can accelerate the money they make in a certain amount of time. You go to work for 8 hours and you know how much you're going to make at the end of your 2-week paycheck. But wealthy people create things in value, which removes the time factor. Because if you have an asset that pays you a certain amount of money, regardless of time, then you've removed time from the equation and you can make what other people make in 1 month and they have to work for a whole year. It's called a little bit of capitalism and wisdom, being around the right people, being in the right rooms. So, you are in the right place though, because I have invested tens and thousands of dollars in mentorships. I have friends that make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. And it's nothing but motivational. I'm not the type of person to look at people with money and be like, oh man, they should pay more in taxes. Like most of these whack ass people who make comments like that, because truth be told, the only people who usually say that are the people who are making less money. You can hate me or love me, but you definitely gonna hear the truth if you over here.
A lot of y'all not gonna like what I got to say, but I don't care because somebody need to hear it. Obviously everybody is stressed out about the government shutdown, right? But if you do not have any money in your savings and you are so concerned to the point where you ain't gonna have no money if you don't get paid on the 15th, I need you to go talk to a financial advisor. I need you to go get a budget written out for yourself, and you need to start saving money. Someone needs to help you get your finances in order, because there is no reason that you should be living check to check with no savings. And I'm not talking about normal civilians. I am talking about service members. There is no reason for you to be living check to check with no savings. You should have at least a paycheck put up in your savings at all times for emergencies, especially soldiers that live in the barracks.
She's being very courteous on this one. She said you should have at least a paycheck put away. She's also talking to people in the barracks, but I'm talking to the general, the working class. I don't believe you should just have a paycheck. I believe because a paycheck is just half of a month, right? It's just half of a month. It's 2 weeks. I believe you should have 2 to 3 months worth of your expenses, living expenses, in your savings account. You say it's a lot of money. Okay, well, why are your living expenses so high? You say it's hard to save. Okay, so what are you spending on that you don't have to go with so you can build that up? You say the economy's terrible. Well, somebody's making the money. Somebody is. And if it's not you, you are in the wrong category for making money. You need to diversify how you make money. On top of that, it is wise to get a financial advisor, especially because most people don't know how to make financial plans. And furthermore, they don't even know how to stick to them. I believe in setting up systems, and over here, systems stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, meaning things should be automated on how you divide the money you're already making so it can be put into your savings account, your fun account, which means that you go and you blow it on whatever, your debt payoff account, your expenses account that pay your monthly bills, and your investment account. At the end of the day, if you automate these things, you don't have to worry about, oh man, I gotta wait till the next time I get paid. Bro, you can only spend what's in each separate bank account that we just explained. And yeah, that sucks in the beginning because you're like, well, how in the world am I going to split my income in 5 different ways? But here's the truth. It's because you've lived above your means your whole life. So it seems impossible until you got to ask yourself the question, how can I downgrade my living? Now, the people who are going to apply that are the people who want to see a change in their life. I'm speaking from experience. I moved back in with my parents over a year ago in order to reset my finances. I don't know why I said finances like that, but I had to do what I had to do. I had to drop my ego. I had to go back to a 9 to 5. After making $5,000 to $7,000 a month online, I had to. I didn't have to, actually. I decided to, because I could have continued to struggle. But when life happened, my car broke down, my girl's car broke down, rent was due. That was over $6,000 in expenses. And I was living paycheck to paycheck, making money online. It was no way that I was going to be able to pay $6,000 cash. Mind you, I don't take out loans in that period. I didn't have no credit card. I was making money at a rapid pace. And so I wasn't worried about credit. I wasn't worried about leverage. I wasn't worried about, credit cards or anything like that. It was all cash. I paid everything all cash. The money wasn't there. So I had to humble myself. Most people don't have the courage to humble themselves. I believe it's wise to understand that you're going to have to humble yourself at a certain point in your life, or else life is. I got tired of being the person that life kept humbling. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel, especially if you stick to a plan, especially if you plan to make more money and you work to make more money. And you put in the right steps for you to capitalize on making more money. All right. So, next topic we're going to be going over is Costco. All right, Costco. Apparently, Costco prices are crazy now thanks to tariffs. I think they're even having some type of deal with Trump where they're suing Trump because they've had to increase their prices with tariffs. And people aren't liking it. So let's go ahead and react to these videos. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's go.
Me and my husband live in New York City and we're averaging about $1,200 on groceries a month, which is outrageous. We're trying to tackle that down and bring it down to about $700, and we think Costco is the best option. So come with us today. This is our second week going to Costco. Let's see how much we spend. Melio's grabbing some Celsius. The pack is $23.99.
It comes with 18. I typically spend $5 at the deli grabbing one energy drink, so this is gonna be clutch.
I'm grabbing some sparkling water. This is $18.49 for 24 of them. That's a good deal. Melio's grabbing some frozen blueberries, 3 pounds for $7.99.
That's clutch.
He's grabbing his yogurt. They are $13.99 for 18.
That's a great deal. Our protein for the week is gonna be chicken breast. We need around 6 pounds, and this costs us $30.
Exactly?
Exactly dollars.
Our chicken is dead now.
It's been dead.
We're grabbing some kiwis. They're $12.99. Today was a super easy haul because we already have the big bag of rice at home. We already had oatmeal left over, and we also still had veggies from the last Costco haul as well. So today should be pretty cheap, I think, right?
Let's say $100, 110.
I say...
Don't go off of mine. Yeah, you're calculating it now.
I say 120.
Dude.
30, 55, 7.99.
Okay, so I won actually. The total was 145, but that's only because we picked up something for our friend. So it actually came out to $116. So I won this
No,
week.
you actually didn't.
I said 120.
If you overshoot, that means you lose.
Yeah, getting things at bulk is always going to be a win. When I was watching these type of videos, I was like, yeah, let me go to Sam's Club. I literally went to Sam's Club today. And I know this is Costco, but I figured, you know what? If I'm already going to buy protein yogurt, protein drinks, protein bars, a salad, and some chicken breasts, I might as well get it cheaper because I bought it in bulk. Not only is it cheaper per individual item that I just named, but it's also going to last me longer. Put 2 and 2 together, I'm saving more money in the long run. I didn't understand this until recently. I didn't give 2 craps about Costco or Sam's Club. I'm like, bro, I don't need the big stuff. Just give me this. I'll go ahead and do DoorDash and order my groceries from Kroger or Food Lion. But it just makes more sense to get your things at bulk. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you go to Costco or Sam's Club? Do you get your things in bulk, or do you go and get things individually at the grocery store? And why?
So you know what's crazy? I used to go to Costco and buy the muffins. You would get 8 muffins, and they were so big I would split them into thirds, which was great for me because each kid would get one, and a huge massive chunk. Well, I'm just at Costco and they've rebranded. They have changed the recipe, if you will. Now they're more of like an artisan, and look at how fucking small that is. $8 for 8 muffins that are teeny tiny now. We're cooked. As a society, we're cooked. Looking at the prices. And to be clear, they've changed the recipe so they can sell us less for more. Everyone in there at the checkout line is talking about, oh, the new muffin recipe, it's so good, it's so good. I'm like, no, I just taste it. It's the exact fucking same.
A lot of places actually do this, but here's the thing that most people don't get when they see a smaller quantity. They never read the nutritional facts. You know, the little label on the back of your boxes of food or whatever you buy, it tells you how many calories, how many carbs, how many, milligrams of sodium. Like, read the back of your nutritional facts. Okay, this is the fitness side of me coming out. All you got to do is look at the ingredients inside. It may be smaller, but I challenge you to look at the back, because a lot of the times, that's how I shop. I'm like, I don't really care how big or small the item is, as long as it has a good source of protein, not too many carbs, not too many fats, like really low fats, and not too many calories. I know I'm going to get full pretty quick. I know that it's going to give me more bang for my buck. Why? Not because it's the biggest muffin or it's the biggest item out there. Oh man, well, this looks like a lot more. No. It's because what really matters are the nutritional facts. Protein fills you up quicker. You're going to feel more full after you eat something that has more protein in it. I know this is a muffin, but I would ask the bakery for the nutritional facts. And I would compare it to the older muffins I used to get. But most people, again, don't like to read. They just like to look at the pictures. Oh man, that tastes good. That tastes sweet. Oh, it's smaller. Oh, it's bigger. Oh, it must be more value because it's bigger. Bruh, first of all, it can already be unhealthy for you. And that doesn't mean that the ingredients, the nutritional facts change too much just because something's smaller. Like people can, pack a lot of stuff into something that's also small. So read your nutritional facts. At the end of the day, you want to know what you're eating. You want to know how full you're going to get off of something. For me, 20 to 35 grams of protein will keep me content. Getting into the 50 grams of protein per meal is going to keep me full for hours. Like, people don't be reading, bro. Like, read and then compare. Don't look at the size and go, oh, it's smaller. Like, yeah, they're gonna, like, this isn't new. But read the nutritional facts, man. Let me know in the comment section down below if you read the nutritional facts or not.
Come with me to Costco. Today is probably going to be an expensive trip because I think I'm going to treat myself to a Dyson Airwrap. Last time I was here, they had their Airwraps fully in stock. So if they have stock, it's meant to be. If not, I guess it's not meant to be. I told myself the moment I accepted a job offer, I would treat myself to an Airwrap because I've wanted one so bad the last couple of months, and I've been using my mom's. And the last couple of months while I was in between jobs, I have been really good about not buying myself things. Fingers crossed it's in stock. Regardless, we need groceries, so. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's in stock, so I think I'm gonna do it. I'm telling myself it's worth it because it's $100 cheaper at Target or at Costco. Oh my gosh. I have been looking for these stupid candles everywhere. They come in 4. My fiance and I are moving in like a month to a pretty big house. Like, we're upgrading quite a bit, and I need to find cute towels to like decorate our guest bathroom with. And Costco has like really good towels actually. These are so cute, but my dog would rip them to shreds because they're like flimsy. My acne has been really bad recently, and my mom told me it's probably because of the amount of soda I drink. So I'm gonna get some sparkling water. These look so good. Since it's finally spring, Costco.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down to see what point she get into.
We got her, and I'm so excited. I don't have buyer's remorse at all because I know I will get such good use out of that. So come with me.
That's what's up though. Like, a couple key points about her going to her Costco shopping, right? First of all, she got it for $100 off. Second of all, she waited until she got an accomplishment that's going to help her make more money in order to get the thing she really wanted. She said that she wasn't going to get it until she got a job offer, and she got a job offer, and she got it. Shout out to her, because most people don't have the discipline to wait for things that they feel like they need, and they just reward themselves because they feel like they deserve it. When honestly, you're better off challenging yourself. You're better off accomplishing something that you wanted to accomplish, and that motivates you to accomplish it, and then you reward yourself with what you feel like you were going to accomplish yourself with in the first place. So you got 2 accomplishments, but one of them was one of the things that is going to help you progress in life. A job offer. Cool, great. On the other note, this is where I separate myself from what she actually just did. Her fiance and her are moving out. They're getting a bigger house. Upscaling. Okay, are you living above your means? You already were talking about a job offer. You already were looking at the prices of things. Okay, and then you got a bigger space. So now you're looking at more towels. Now you're looking at more things to get. This is the cycle of Americans when you live above your means. Now, I don't know her numbers exactly, but what I can tell you is most people don't know their numbers, and they always look at something bigger, brighter, shinier, and then once they get it, they continue to buy more. A clear example of this in a business format are these little Febreze things that you plug into your wall. And it's like, oh, I would like my place to smell pretty good. Okay, so let me go ahead and buy this Febreze machine. You plug it into your wall. You put the little juicer in there that came with it. Battery is not included, but well, you know what? It's plugged into the wall. So anyways, you plug it into the wall, you put the little juicer in there, it sprays out some lavender scent, and then it runs out. And you're like, you know what? I need some more. So you go to the store, but you're like, you know what? This isn't going to fit my Febreze. You need the one that's going to fit your Febreze machine that's plugged into the wall. So you buy more. You buy more cartridges. You buy more cartridges. You buy more cartridges. What you just did was set up yourself for something that's going to cost you more and more and more because you have to keep up with it. Nothing wrong with it. Just make sure that you're not living above your means. This is how people get caught up in the easiest manner. Ah, yeah, we need more space, bro. For what? With more space comes with more furniture. Hopefully you can pay your furniture off in full, and you get that on credit, and then you wait 30 days, and then you're going to start paying interest on the thing because you got more space, because it's a never ending cycle. Not saying that she's going through that, but I would love to hear more of her story and see if that's where it goes, because that's what a lot of people be doing these days, man. You got to catch yourself in the act sometimes, because it can be very easy for you to, be distracted by what you feel like you need and then getting what you want on top of that.
So this past year, Costco convinced me to upgrade my membership to the executive membership because, at the registers, they're like, you spend on average enough to make back the $65 with your reward certificate. Well, turns out I did not make back the $65 because I only got $51.55 back. But I'm pretty sure when I upgraded that they said if you don't make back the $65, they'll reimburse you the difference. So we're going to go to Costco and see if they'll reimburse me the $14 difference.
Shout out to her. She got her $14 refund. Shout out to Costco for honoring their word. She didn't have to do it, but she did it. And I guess they were confident enough in her spending in order for her to make some cash back. But she didn't. No idea how that happened. Maybe she didn't spend enough. Maybe she needed to spend a little bit more. Maybe Costco needed to fix their algorithm. But she got her money back. So this is actually ending on a good note.
We're back home. As you can see, this is my Costco haul. I'm gonna go through, as I put it away, I'm gonna go through what I got, and at the end I'll tell you the total, and your flabbers are gonna be gasted because mine were when she told me. Because I'm like, the fuck, I didn't even get that much. But whatever, it's already over. Grass-fed beef sirloins, these are the best. Next, we got the Kirkland turkey breasts for sandwiches. And I got this roasted pasta. It's got lobster in it. Okay, for this one, I got 3 pounds of ground beef. This was like $25. I don't know how much beef is at your guys' Costco, but up here it's 25. How much is it in yours? Bite-sized salami and provolone cheese. My kids eat the crap out of these. Next, I got...
Yeah, we're not going to watch the full 7 minutes, but we see she has a ton of stuff in the background. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll until we get to that amount. Look at that long tail receipt. There we go right there. All right.
My total was... Now, I am really curious. I hope that this video kind of gets a lot of views because I genuinely want to know if my Costco is super, super duper expensive compared to the lower 48. I don't know if it's just me and I'm a terrible budgeter and always seem to spend way more than I should, or if my Costco really is way more expensive than every other Costco. The total for all of this was $913.55. That hurt really bad when she spoke those words. But what are you gonna do? I already checked. I couldn't be like, oh, actually, can you put the mangoes back? I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I wish I had the patience to watch her 7-minute video about what she got, but I'm just going to chop it up and give you the hardcore truth. It really depends on how far that food is going to stretch her. Like if she has a family and kids and stuff, then obviously it's going to be, eaten up a lot quicker. She looks like, she could be feeding her family. She looks like a mom. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, again, like reading the nutritional labels, I like to track food. I like to track how much food I eat. If you measure out what's on the back of the nutritional facts, you will see 1 cup equals this many calories, this many milligrams of sodium, this many grams of protein. Like you get to know what makes you full. And therefore you're able to calculate a lot easier off of what you need and what you don't need. And then also it helps you from overeating because a lot of people just eat to their fullest content after they make something they've been craving for. And that's cool. But if you if you want to be more smart with your money, if you want to be in shape, then you want to be healthier, then that's the way to go. You're just gonna have to read numbers, just like you read the numbers in your bank account, just like you read the numbers and seeing how much protein is in it. Okay, numbers aren't gonna lie. Your appetite will lie to you.
At Costco right now, and I know I showed you guys a video of me at Walmart showing you that it was like $50 for 3 ribeyes. I'm about to show you how much it is here at Costco. You guys kept telling me to come to Costco, so here, I'm at Costco. Let's see. This is insane. $104, $109, $105, 99.89 cents. Oh my gosh, this is insane. The meat prices have skyrocketed. I don't know what's going on. There is an entire meat section here, and all of them are at least over the $20 mark. All of them. All of the meat here is. Everything. 43, 44, 45. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, this honestly is not that bad. For 14 bucks, you can get all of this pork. That's not bad at all. Over here, they have purloin for $18. You get all of this pork. So I don't think shopping in bulk is going to be as bad. But if you're going to places like Walmart, Target, you know, places that are close to you, that is not your friend, honey. Not at all. Shop around, find what...
Facts. Just like I said, I started shopping at Sam's Club, man, because I need stuff in bulk. It's going to last me longer. It's going to save me money longer. Save me money in the long run. On top of that, again, a lot of people eyeball groceries. Oh my gosh, look at all this. You get all this meat. Like, it's only this much amount of meat. It's like, bro, look at the nutritional facts. It ain't gonna lie to you. All right. What I like to do is download an app called MyFitnessPal. I go ahead, open up the barcode scanner. When I go grocery shopping, I scan the barcode. The barcode tells me how many calories, fats, proteins, and carbs are in that food, because I know eating 30 to 50 grams of protein in a meal is usually going to keep me content for hours. Therefore, I don't have to eat 3 meals a day. I can eat 2 meals a day, be content, be lean, be in shape, feel healthy, feel energized, and save money. You can't beat that. Like, what most people do is just eyeball stuff and be like, dang, that's expensive. Bro, what are you eating? You know, and most people who watch my videos aren't going to do it. They're not going to do it at the end of the day. So, you know what I'm saying? If you decide to let it go in one ear or out the other, that's on you. But yeah, definitely buying stuff in bulk is going to save you money regardless. It's going to save you money. All right, so that is Costco. A lot of people are complaining about the prices. A lot of people are happy about getting things in bulk. I'm one of the people who are happy. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you a Costco shopper? Are you a Sam's Club shopper? Are you a Walmart, Kroger, Food Lion shopper, whatever, local grocery store shopper or not? And why? All right, so one of the last topics we're going to go over tonight is actually one of my favorite. If I can click the right video, here we go. All right, it's going to be people living in their cars. And this is going to be really interesting because, well, people are living in their cars in America because they claim they can't afford rent or don't want to pay rent. It's literally like Warzone or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my COD players, man. It's literally like battle royale. So let's get into the first video. Let's go.
It's day 4 of me living in my Honda Civic, so come spend the morning with me. Okay, rise and shine, guys. Kind of woke up at like 6 a.m. I had to go pee. I'm gonna try to chug this water and just kind of finish it, get my liquids in. But I did not have an ideal sleep because this fucking rain outside. I can't sleep with rain sounds. I can't do it. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna finish this water and then I'll start going into the day. But till then, I'm gonna be right here doing nothing. And a car parked right behind me and just had his headlights on. Can't see me. You can't get the show. There's people parked behind me. Did they leave? No! No, they didn't! I'm just gonna stay here. Okay, well, they're not gone, but I just have no shame anymore. So I'm gonna just put on this t-shirt and stuff and just get something on, and then I'm gonna go to the front and I'm gonna drive to my other spot so I can peacefully get ready. I'll see you guys when I move to my front room. We made it to the front. I'm absolutely cranking the heat because it is freezing cold and it's raining. You guys are gonna be like, why are you in a t-shirt? My hoodies are in my suitcase and I don't want to walk outside to pull out my suitcase and open that, so I'm just gonna blast the heat. My plan is I'm gonna go get a coffee blast some music on the way there, and then I'll like set up and then just quickly rip through my makeup. But time to blast music. There was no music being played. The Tim's.
All right, man. We not here for the vlog. We want to hear, why are you there? Why are you there?
Okay. Stop, drive away. Every time I looked up and I'm like, ugh, stop. I'm currently in the section for water.
Obviously, we may not get the answer. We may not get the reason why she's living in her car, you know, but I will leave her TikTok username in the description down below. Shout out to the creator. But I definitely would not want to live like this in order for me to save money. I'd rather struggle financially and find a roommate or move back in with family if that's possible and find a way. But there ain't no way, especially if I was a woman. Like, I feel like, sadly, women are more targeted. And I don't even feel that's probably statistically true somewhere, but there's just no way. No way, unless I had to. Let me know in the comment section down below. What are you willing to put up with? Would you live in your car in order for you to not pay rent? Or would you decrease your living expenses? Because if you don't pay your rent, you're going to be put out anyways. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go.
So it's been 7 days since I've been living in my car. I fled an abusive relationship that I'm not going back to. And I'm in a city where I have no family, and I refuse to go back home and live with either my mom or my dad or my grandparents. I'm gonna make this shit work, Patch. We gonna get through this shit together. But I am surprisingly doing so good. Like, I'm pretty sure it's because I have God on my side, and I know that God is leading me. Like, I'm literally following this divine light. I'm not doing anything on my own because God is good and I listen to him. But anyway, I feel so peaceful, right? And so free. And I know most of it is because I'm no longer stuck with that man. And I wasn't even stuck with him. I think I was just doing it out of necessity. I was just staying with him out of necessity. But this ain't about that. This is about living in my car. So I've learned so many different things living in my car. And like just different tips and tricks and hacks. And I know this isn't like that video. I don't want people to refer to this video as like a tip on like tips on what to do when you live in your car. But I got a few. All right, so I got these window covers from Amazon. And they like completely black out from the outside. Super dope, and it keeps it cool in here. I got a generator it has outlets and lights and shit, and I bought my fan to keep me cool so I can plug it into my generator. I charge it. I normally charge it like I'll go to like if I go research at the library, because like I go to the library a lot, or if I go to like a cafe, because I teach Black history on my other page, so like I'll go and like study in places or whatever. And this is even before I was homeless. Essentially, I would go to like cafes, but now when I go, I bring my generator with me and I just charge it there. I'll be there for like maybe 2-3 hours or whatever. So I got my generator. You want a generator, bitch, okay? And then normally, because like you have to sleep in places like I don't know, fucking Harbor Freight or Home Depot or Flying J, you have to sleep in places where it's like lights outside. So this is gonna be bright back here, so you want to get something to cover this too. I got a blanket to cover this. A gym membership. Get a gym membership for many reasons. Get a gym membership. Not just to stay in shape, but to shower, brush your teeth, have somewhere to use the bathroom.
It's a lot, but you know, I definitely feel for her, because if she was in a toxic relationship where it was getting abusive, then more power to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't advocate for that at all. You know what I'm saying? As a man, like, that don't make no sense. Now, her not going back to family, not sure why. Maybe her family won't accept her, but I will leave her, you know, her social media in the description down below. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you ever been in a position like this to where you didn't want to move in with family? Do you know somebody who, you know, was living in their car? It's a lot, bro. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm not even gonna say I think I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, it ain't as simple as me taking a nap in my car, waking up, and then, you know, doing whatever throughout the day. It's like, bro, I mean, I can get the whole gym thing, showering at the gym and everything, and maybe brushing my teeth in the gym, but like, going to different parking lots, making sure you ain't getting robbed, bruh. Whew. You gotta have some grit. You gotta have some grit to be doing that in a car, man.
Welcome to a day in the life as someone living in their car. We kind of start bright and early, try to wake up around 6 in the morning to 7. And these are my shoes that are just outside. This is what my car looks like in the morning. Freaking Snorlax, badass, still sleeping. I tidy up a bit and then I just get ready in the car. I've been doing this for about a month now, and I think that I'm barely finally learning to accept what it happened. It wasn't a decision that I planned on making, but it was something that I knew was bound to happen sooner or later. But regardless, I guess it was my decision at the end. It's still something that I'm adjusting to, but something that I am a lot more comfortable with. Okay, next is the gym, and we enjoy some music on our way there. The gym is also something I've been slacking, but today is quad. And here, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even stand up. I had a short workout because I wasn't feeling it. So next is the shower. And I don't know about y'all gyms, but my gym's water is cold as a fuck. Y'all, I'm homeless and it shows, because this is exactly what it looked like walking out of the gym. This day was a really good day, so I took my breakfast out and sat at a park bench. But these pancakes... Anyways, there was mad people at the park, so instead I went inside the car and did my nails. Can you guess the color? Yup, black like my soul. Today I worked, so right before that I went to fill up my water jug.
Bro, what is she doing with a Benz, bro? What is she doing with a Benz? Like, what put her in this position, bro? Some of the stuff on the internet just be confusing as hell. It's like living in your car in a Mercedes Benz. What do you think happened? If you know this creator, right? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think happened? That just threw me off. I'm like, okay. It looked like she got a handle on things. You know what I'm saying? Like, she been out there for a month. It don't sound like she's, tripping too much about it. Getting stalked. Maybe she leaving that out. Maybe we haven't even gotten there yet. But what is she doing in a big body Benz? Bro. What do people be doing, bro? Like, I need to know. I need somebody in the comment section to let me know. And do you know this creator? What the hell?
Hey guys, I'm Jack and I live out of my car, and I get a lot of comments wondering as to why I'm living out of my car and what my story of what brought me here. Honestly, I've shared this story before. This is the shortened version of the story of why I'm homeless and why I'm continuing to be living out of my car. It was just a bunch of unfortunate events that happened back to back. I was living at home with my mom at the time. However, those apartments were very old and not taken care of, so they collapsed and then they kicked us out. The landlord that bought them provided us with a hotel room for all of us to live in. As you can imagine, 8 people in one room did not work out well. A month after that, I was in an accident and my car got totaled, and then I had no means of transportation for my son and I. And there was absolutely no way that I could get him to school and back into my job. Dad and I made the decision that he was gonna go live with him. His father lives 2 hours away. I couldn't see my son because I didn't have a car. There was no way that I can travel to see him, and my mental state was deteriorating little by little. I acquired quite a bit of debt because I would use my credit card for everything that my son wanted, everything that I may needed. After I had lost my job, and that was a whole nother issue because I lost my main source of income and there was just like nothing that I can really do. For whatever reason, I couldn't find a job. Besides the family problems that were going on as well, I just didn't have any money. I knew that there was no way that I can continue paying rent, and I made the decision to live out of my car. Honestly, wanted to get any job that I could, and I started applying everywhere, and I got a job in a whole different city. Honestly, that job kickstarted everything that I needed it to kickstart. Now, I'm choosing to live out of my car, to not only finish paying off my debt, but to also save money to be able to get an apartment for my son and I. Because a lot of people think for some reason that I abandoned my son. You can judge all you want, but I never abandoned my son, and I'm never going to. Now, I'm giving myself a 4-month goal. So by the end of this year, I am hoping that I reach my... And I will. I know I am. If you guys want to be part of my journey, that would be so...
Oh, that's gotta be tough, bro. That's gotta be tough. One of the biggest things that I heard her explain was that, her son, she sent her son to stay with her, with the father. And I'm just wondering, like, what caused them to break up. I'm a little bit nosy because I'm like, yo, you created a child, bro. I'm not for bringing no child into no financial struggle, bro. The child ain't asked to be there. And don't get me wrong, life happens. You know what I'm saying? But at least the father is there. But it's like, bruh, like if y'all was like living in the same spot, two incomes coming in, somebody lost their income, like maybe somebody could have helped because y'all on the same team. But it sounds like she gonna get her stuff together, especially because she said she decided to stay and live in her car, pay off debt, save up money to get an apartment. You know, it don't sound like she abandoned her child, but it's so sad how you can hear like families, you know, they get broken up and then it's like either or both parents can be financially struggling. And it's like, bro, what is the point of like, unless it was some crazy situation where they had to split up, it's like, bro, it's hard out here in these streets, man. I can't, like, I'm 27 years old, bro. I'm not creating no kid to come in no financial struggle. That's all I got to say about it. It's just not happening. I'm not allowing that to happen because I'm in control of that. Me, as a man.
I think that people are embarrassed about being homeless, but I look at it from an energy perspective, right? You know, when I had that house, I had all of these bills right here. I'm gonna sit them up here. You know what I'm saying? And they all were fluctuating. You know what I'm saying? In between 200 and 350. You feel me? And it's like me being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't handle it all. You feel me? And the people that I had in the house with me, they handled their part partially. You know what I'm saying? But the stress that the management company put on us, making us pay more money, extra money, for 3 months, had me paying an extra $550. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was just actually it was 450. 450. That was just too much. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm, you know, not having to pay all that, I got a car that I own. I don't pay a note. It's in my name. I just got car insurance. My car insurance, I went all the way down to liability to the point where my car insurance is like $70 now. You know what I'm saying? I got a phone bill. My phone is with Cricket. You feel me? My phone bill is $50. You know, so really that's all the bills I got. And you know, I'm getting my CDL was taken from me when I had a car accident. You can see down in my post that I had a car accident in my BMW, and I almost died. But in that situation, I learned that I had been driving without a CDL for the longest, because when I moved to Indiana and got an ID, they surrendered my Georgia CDL license. So I didn't even know I was driving without a CDL until I got into that car accident and got a ticket for not having a license. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I had never even thought that that would be a thing, to just get an ID and they surrender your license without telling you. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
I think bro was living above his means, bro. I don't think he had a savings account. Like when he showed his expenses, right? Let me see if I can zoom in. When he showed his expenses, rent was $2,000, late fee $200, gas leak $250. So I'm guessing that's where the $450 came from. A late fee and a gas leak. First of all, the late fee on what? On rent? I'm thinking that's rent because I mean, like, I've been late on rent before, and they charged, or they, you know, maybe 10% of what I owed. That's close to 10% of what his rent is. But anyways, $200. That honestly, a late fee. Like if you pay your bills on time and you manage your money well and you're making enough money and not living above your means, and you're able to pay your bills and you don't have a late fee. $250 for the gas leak. About, let's say at the highest, $210 for gas, $300 for water. Lights is $400. He was at a house. He was at a house. I ain't getting no house, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Water and lights and gas. Done. I'm out, bro. That $400, $700, $900. He's almost paying $1,000 for utilities a month. Not happening. Not happening at an apartment. I'm not arguing with nobody, bro. It's just not wise to get a house unless you can pay that thing off in cash. Yeah, people flex, oh, I own it. No, you don't. The bank can take it away if you don't pay your property taxes. That's after you pay it off. And if you miss payments while you're making payments to pay off the loan, they can take it back as well. It's not yours. They make it seem like it's yours. It ain't yours. Again, even after you finish paying it off, you don't pay your property taxes, done. Cooked. What is there to argue about? People be having to do renovations, get new roofs, get new floors, get bigger furniture, cut the grass. That not only costs money because you got to buy gasoline, you got to buy a lawnmower, or you got to hire somebody to cut the grass. But you also, like, if you don't hire somebody to cut the grass, then you're also spending your time, something that you'll never get back, to cut the grass. I'm good, bro. I'm good. We're not even talking about HOA fees. I'm good on buying a house. I'm good on buying a house. That's a lie. It's an American dream lie. The house that I'm going to own is going to be the house that somebody else is living in and I'm making passive income from. It's really no point for me to get a house and stay in it because I own it. And people be saying, rent is expensive. Okay, cool. Everything is expensive, bro. I mean, where are you running from? You gonna live in your car? Or you gonna live in a house or an apartment? You gotta choose. You gotta pick your poison. My boy right here living in his car. Seem like he chilling. Cool. I'm not mad at him, but I'm not paying them type of. I'm not paying them type of bills, bro. Just to call something my own and be able to do what I want in the house and stuff. I'm good, bro. I don't be having wild parties. I don't care about decorating no walls, painting no walls. I don't care about none of that. Not right now. It's crazy.
Hey guys, I'm here right now in my car. This is my reality now. I moved into my car by choice, not because, I was kicked out or anything. It really was by choice. And I don't regret it at all because I've been doing it for a week already. And so far, I really do love it. The only thing that I can complain about is, it's adjusting to it. But overall, this is all a big transition for me. I never thought in a million years that I would live in my car, but I'm glad that I took the risk and I did it because I'm learning so much. I feel like God put me in this position to help me learn my strengths and my weaknesses, the things that I have been avoiding to heal, and the things that I still need to heal. And I know sometimes I say, like, I don't think I'm gonna find love, but it's not that I'm not gonna find love. It's that I have to be able to receive love. I have to be able to heal to receive a divine love. And now that I feel a lot better and I feel more like myself, I remember these things. When I'm in the dark, I go through a stage of confusion. I go through psychosis, confusion, mental illness, anxiety, depression. I get angry, paranoid. Like I start losing my mind. And it's hard to see the light when you're in the dark and you can't see anything but the dark. And then you start to hear voices and you see your demons and you start getting all these visions, and things just start coming up again that I needed, pretty much to purge. I think that the reason why all this had to happen is because I needed to reconnect with Mother Earth. The stronger I become, the more that I'm going to be able to take on more darkness.
All right, at first I thought she was talking about God. We're not about to talk about all that, but it's all like she needs solitude, some separation. My question is, at what cost? That's tough though. Like, she lived in her car to get some solitude and regather herself, is what it sounds like. What do you think? Because I think sometimes meditating, clearing your environment, focusing on being grateful can bring you the same type of elevation, the same type of gratefulness, the same type of spirituality. Um, I do it with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jesus, shout out to God, the Most High. Um, yeah, she talking about Mother Earth and stuff, bro. But I ain't about to get all into that. But that's tough, living in her car because she wants solitude. And people go through different things. It ain't no right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at what cost? I ain't the one to be doing that. I go in my car to do that, but I'm not living in my car to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
This is a day in the life of a 25-year-old who lives in a car with his wife. We both had work today, so we got up and started our morning routine by taking our window covers down, moving all of our bags around, and brushing our teeth. I dropped Kayla off at work and then I drove to my job. We both had the same hours today, so I picked up Kayla from work for our lunch break, and we first stopped at a gas station to heat up some leftovers. Then we went to the post office so that I could pick up a package from our P.O. box. I ordered a chest of head mounts so that I could get cool POV shots like this. We then went to find a spot so that we could sit and eat our lunch together. After eating, Kayla dropped me off at my job since it was closer. We both got off at 7 p.m. tonight, so Kayla picked me up and we headed to Walmart to get some things for dinner. We decided we wanted some steak, grilled onions, and potatoes. We got to the park and started to unpack everything to begin cooking. One of the things that I missed and definitely took for granted in our apartment was obviously the convenience of cooking and everything else, but it's the ability to get home from work and just sit on our couch for a bit just to relax. We're constantly on the move for every simple task that we have for the day, and we don't get to relax until we get in the car for bed. Kayla absolutely killed it on the steaks, and we decided to just watch some YouTube while we ate our food. Once we were done, I did some dishes, and then we packed up the car so we could head to the gym. A lot of you ask about how we shower, so we have a gym membership that is open 24/7, so it makes it really easy for us to get a workout in, then shower before bed. Once we finished, we headed to a park that we're going to stay at tonight. We were so happy to see that it was 60 degrees out tonight because we have had a lot of hot nights in the car. We went through our nightly routine that usually takes less than 10 minutes. I tried using my new head mount for cool POV shots, but of course my phone was out of focus. We put up our window covers and then moved our bags from the trunk to the passenger seat. Then we were finally able to get in the car and get some rest. That's a typical day of what it's like to live in.
I actually like this one. Hell no, I wouldn't do it. But this is the definition of choose your hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is hard. Paying bills and working a job and making a living can be hard. And you got to choose your hard. They chose their hard. Live in a house. Live in a car. Drive each other to work. Cook steaks in a public park. Them steaks did look good. But it ain't happening. I think bro was cutting up potatoes in the bathroom or something. I don't know. Couldn't be me though. I choose the hard where I'm going to work harder on something that can give me leverage to make more money. Because at the end of the day, most people they just don't want to make more money. And that's cool. There's always going to be us who are going to learn ways to make more money. Choose your hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can win on both sides. This is literally a testimony. Shout out to the people who don't want to make more money. I don't mean that in no sarcastic way. Okay, maybe I did. Anyways, if you like these type of videos, definitely make sure you subscribe and watch this video next because you're going to love what's actually in topic and what's going on in the economy in today's world. I'll see you in that next video. I'm out. Peace.